Good afternoon. Welcome back. This morning we worked on our database module. This afternoon I think we're going to start another course. Now I promise you won't have extra work to do just because you're doing two courses. We're just trying to make it a little bit more interesting. So let me show you where you would access that other course. You click on My Courses. You scroll down, and remember this guy here, Older Operating Systems, Module 3. That's what you're going to be doing in the afternoon. So for now on, morning time, Module 10, do your attendance, complete your work. Afternoon, come over here, Module 3, do your attendance and complete your work. So just to remind you here, okay, so you simply go to Learning Path. I'm going to switch to Student View so we see the same thing. And you'll see a folder for this weekend, June 20th and 21st. Next weekend there's going to be a new Learning Path placed in there. So if you recall, okay, a few months ago when the lockdown began, we started with Fedora. And many of you told me that your computers were not powerful enough to run virtual machines, so we had to temporarily discontinue Module 3. Guess what? We found a solution, and the solution is all online. So there's nothing really to install onto your computer. It's called NDG Linux Essentials. And I'll give you the link to it in the Learning Path. So here it is, NDG Linux Essentials course. We click on that. And before we can begin the course, we need to create an account and register. So just scroll down. It's from the Cisco Network Academy. So when you create your account, use all your information accurately. Don't use a fake name or anything, because at the end of the course, you can print out a diploma from them. You click on Sign Up Today. So you just scroll down, Sign Up Today in English. And you will be asked to create an account at this point. So you just confirm your email address, your name. Then it's going to send a confirmation email. Go to your inbox, click on that email, read it, and follow the instructions. It will then take you to a profile page where you have to enter your password, what country you're in. So just follow all that information as accurately as possible. And when you're done, you'll be able to log in, and this is what you'll see. So if anybody has any difficulty getting to this page, just let me know and I'll step you through the process of creating an account. So let's go ahead and launch the course. So when you click Launch the Course, it takes you to the home page. The home page gives you some instructions for getting started. All your work is found in here under Modules. And the first module you need to go to is something called Before You Get Started. So let's go ahead and click on Modules. And there it is, Before You Get Started. So go ahead, click that. There are a couple of items that need to be installed into your Chrome browser before doing the course, but it's very simple. Just click the check marks that you agree, click OK, and it is installed automatically within a matter of seconds. And then you're ready to proceed to Chapter 1. Okay, so you'll notice here, we have a bunch of chapters. It goes all the way up to Chapter 18. And at the very end, we have a final exam, and we have some challenge labs as well. So as you're progressing through the chapters, you click on grades and you can see how you're doing. Let's go ahead and click on Chapter 1 to get a sense of what we what we're going to do, we'll load chapter 1. Okay, and you have 4 units here. It introduces you to Linux concepts. Okay, so just go ahead and read it. Don't get stuck on it. If you don't understand everything there, that's perfectly fine. Just keep going through it as fast as you can, because this isn't really where the course begins, and I'm always available to answer questions. Section 1.2 is about the Linux kernel and where it came from. It was originally developed in the 1970s. Section 1.3, Linux open source, and what that means is the programming to the operating system is available to everyone. So if you don't like the way Linux works, you can actually change the code and change the operating system. 1.4 talks about distribution, so we're familiar with one distribution already, Fedora, but there are many others. And section 1.5, the difference between a graphic user interface and a command line interface when you're typing the commands. And that's all there is in chapter 1. We'll click on modules again. We'll look at chapter 1. There's nothing to do except for that reading. And chapter 2, we have some reading to do, but look at this. We also have an exam in chapter 2 to complete. And by the time you get to chapter 5, you will have an exam, some reading, and a lab to do. So we're getting started today. We just need to do chapters 1, 2, and 3. And complete the exams, and there will be nothing to submit for today. When we come back next week, we'll get started on chapter 4 and 5, and we'll begin using Linux commands. So if you need any help with this, getting started with NDG Linux, just send me an email and I'll step you through the process.